Building your English vocabulary is a rewarding journey that can significantly enhance your communication skills, boost your confidence, and open doors to new opportunities. Whether you're a student, a professional, or simply someone looking to improve your language skills, expanding your vocabulary is essential. This process involves various strategies that make learning engaging and effective. One of the most effective ways to enhance your vocabulary is through reading. Delving into books, articles, essays, and even poetry exposes you to a wide range of words and phrases. When you encounter unfamiliar terms, take a moment to look them up. Not only will this help you understand the text better, but it also allows you to see how the word is used in context. This contextual learning is invaluable, as it provides you with a clearer understanding of how to incorporate new words into your own speech and writing. Consider diversifying your reading materials. Explore genres that are outside your usual preferences. If you primarily read fiction, try delving into non-fiction, or if you usually stick to newspapers, pick up a literary magazine. Each genre has its own vocabulary and style, and exposure to different forms of writing can introduce you to words you might not encounter otherwise. For example, reading a scientific article might expose you to technical vocabulary, while literature may introduce you to more poetic and emotive language. While reading, it's helpful to keep a vocabulary journal. In this journal, jot down new words along with their definitions, synonyms, and example sentences. This practice not only reinforces your memory but also creates a personalized resource for future reference. When you revisit your journal, you'll be reminded of words you've learned, and you can practice using them in different contexts. The more you engage with these words, the more likely they are to become a part of your active vocabulary. In addition to traditional vocabulary journals, consider incorporating digital tools into your vocabulary building efforts. Numerous apps allow you to create digital flashcards, complete with images and audio pronunciations. This multimodal approach can enhance retention, as visual and auditory stimuli are often more memorable than text alone. Apps like Anki or Quizlet can help you create personalized flashcards and even provide spaced repetition, a technique that promotes long-term retention by timing reviews of vocabulary at intervals. Another effective method for vocabulary enhancement is engaging with diverse media. Listening to podcasts, watching documentaries, or following TED Talks exposes you to different speaking styles and vocabulary. Pay attention to how speakers use language to convey their ideas and emotions. When you hear a word that resonates with you, write it down and explore its meaning. This practice helps reinforce your learning and enhances your ability to use new words in conversation. Try to incorporate media that reflects a range of accents and dialects. English is a global language, and different regions have distinct ways of expressing themselves. Listening to British, American, Australian, or Indian English can introduce you to variations in vocabulary and pronunciation. This not only broadens your linguistic horizons but also prepares you for encounters with speakers from diverse backgrounds. Interactive language apps and websites can also be fantastic tools for vocabulary building. Many of these platforms offer games, quizzes, and exercises specifically designed to challenge your knowledge and introduce new words. These gamified learning experiences can make vocabulary acquisition feel less daunting and more enjoyable. Look for apps that suit your learning style, whether you prefer visual aids, audio pronunciations, or engaging challenges. Regularly setting aside time for these activities can lead to significant progress over time. Engaging with word games such as Scrabble, Boggle, or crossword puzzles can also be a fun way to enhance your vocabulary. These games challenge you to think creatively about word formation and spelling, encouraging you to recall words you might not use frequently. Playing these games with friends or family can turn learning into a social activity, making it less of a chore and more of a shared experience. Another powerful strategy is to practice speaking and writing regularly. Join a local English conversation group or participate in online forums where you can communicate with others in English. The more you practice using new words in conversation, the more natural it will feel to incorporate them into your vocabulary. When you engage in discussions, Try to use recently learned words. This not only solidifies your understanding but also boosts your confidence in using the language. Consider setting up regular language exchange sessions with a partner. This could involve meeting weekly to practice speaking and sharing language tips. By focusing on conversation, you create a low-pressure environment where you can experiment with new vocabulary without the fear of judgment. Furthermore, explaining words to someone else can deepen your own understanding, as teaching often solidifies knowledge. Writing, too, is a crucial component of vocabulary building. Consider keeping a blog or writing short stories, essays, or even journal entries. Challenge yourself to use new words in your writing. This exercise forces you to think critically about word choice and helps you internalize the words you're learning. Additionally, seeking feedback from peers or teachers can provide valuable insights into your language use and areas for improvement. To take your writing to the next level, consider participating in writing workshops or online courses. These environments not only offer structured learning but also provide opportunities for peer review, where you can share your work and receive constructive feedback. Engaging with a community of writers can inspire you to experiment with different styles and vocabulary. To further expand your vocabulary, consider exploring synonyms and antonyms of the words you learn. Understanding the nuances of meaning and how different words can express similar ideas enhances your ability to choose the right word for the right context. This depth of knowledge will make your communication more precise and impactful. For example, instead of always using the word happy, you might explore alternatives like elated, content, or ecstatic. Each synonym carries a slightly different connotation, allowing you to convey your emotions more accurately. Incorporating a thesaurus into your vocabulary building toolkit can be particularly helpful. Online thesauruses are often user-friendly and allow you to explore a wide range of synonyms and antonyms. However, it's important to choose words that fit the context, as not all synonyms are interchangeable. Understanding the subtle differences in meaning can elevate your writing and speaking, making your language richer and more varied. Learning prefixes, suffixes, and root words can also be an effective strategy for vocabulary expansion. Understanding how words are constructed allows you to decode unfamiliar words and grasp their meanings more easily. For instance, the root spect means to look, which appears in words like spectator, inspect, and respect. When you learn these roots, you equip yourself with tools to tackle new vocabulary, giving you greater confidence when you encounter challenging terms. Incorporating word maps or visual aids can further enhance your understanding of word formation. Create diagrams that show how different prefixes and suffixes alter a root word's meaning. For instance, you might take the root scribe, which means to write, and explore its derivatives such as describe, manuscript, and inscription. Visualizing these connections can make vocabulary acquisition more engaging and memorable. Participating in vocabulary building challenges can add an element of fun to your learning journey. Set personal goals, such as learning a specific number of new words each week or incorporating a certain number into your conversations or writing. Share your goals with friends or join online communities focused on language learning. Accountability can motivate you to stay consistent and engaged in your vocabulary building efforts. Consider utilizing social media as a platform for vocabulary expansion. Follow accounts that share daily words, idiomatic expressions, or language tips. Engaging with content that prompts you to think critically about language can inspire you to actively incorporate new vocabulary into your daily life. You can even start your own social media challenge where you post a new word each day, explaining its meaning and usage to your followers. Another important aspect of vocabulary enhancement is understanding context. Words often carry different meanings depending on the situation in which they are used. When you learn new vocabulary, pay attention to the context in which you encounter the word. This will help you grasp its various meanings and appropriate usage. Engaging with literature, dialogues, and real-life conversations allows you to see how words can shift in meaning based on their surroundings. The richness of language lies in its versatility, and appreciating this complexity will deepen your understanding. To reinforce context learning, Consider creating sentences using new vocabulary words that reflect various contexts. For example, the word bank could refer to a financial institution, the side of a river, or even a verb meaning to rely on. Crafting sentences that showcase these different meanings will help solidify your grasp of each usage. Incorporating new vocabulary into your daily life can also reinforce your learning. Label objects around your home with their English names, create flashcards, or use sticky notes to remind yourself of new words. This immersive approach helps embed vocabulary into your everyday environment, making it more likely that you'll remember and use these words in the future. Listening to music in English can also be a fun and effective way to enhance your vocabulary. Lyrics often contain rich language, idiomatic expressions, and cultural references. As you listen, pay attention to the words, and look up any unfamiliar terms. Singing along can also help reinforce pronunciation and fluency, making your language practice feel more engaging and dynamic. Moreover, consider exploring the lyrics of different music genres. For instance, rap often features intricate wordplay and cultural references, while folk music may tell stories rich in descriptive language. Each genre offers a unique linguistic experience, allowing you to encounter diverse vocabulary in a captivating way. Engaging with native speakers can dramatically improve your vocabulary and understanding of idiomatic expressions. If you have the opportunity, participate in language exchange programs, where you can converse with native English speakers who are interested in learning your language. This reciprocal exchange not only provides you with authentic practice but also exposes you to colloquial language and regional expressions that you may not encounter in textbooks or formal settings. You can also seek out immersive experiences, such as travel or cultural events. Being surrounded by native speakers in a real-world context challenges you to use your vocabulary,